Hey there all YouTubers. Today we'll be smoking up some short ribs here. Nice and meaty. They look really good. And I'm going to be marinating them in some of this CHIAVETTA'S barbecue marinade. A while ago somebody commented and said I should give this stuff a try, so I researched it and it sounds like it's really good. But I couldn't find it anywhere around here, and so I was up north and I found this little store and they had it. So I'm going to be giving this stuff a shot today. So alright, I'm going to get these short ribs in the bag with a little bit of this marinade. Alright, so what I have to do first is I have to remove this fat off the top. The rub and marinade is not going to penetrate that fat, so I have to remove that. Okay, so the thing I automatically liked about this marinade is there's no sugar in it. There's vinegar, salt, spices, fresh garlic. 0 grams of sugar. You guys know how I don't like that sugar. It'll burn in your pit. It smells terrific. Nice and vinegary. So I got a little bit in there. We're going to get these marinating for about a half an hour while I set up that pit. Alright, so the pit I'll be using today is my modified heavy metal kettle. What we got here is a combination of some briquettes and some lump charcoal. I got small hole expanded metal down below to keep the small bits of briquettes falling through. Piece of expanded metal, that's a barrier right there. And I got a piece of pizza stone, ceramic pizza stone right there. And of course I'll be using my Stoker unit to push that air up and out. And I have the Cajun Bandit stacker unit. That's additional 10 inches. So this will be set up like pit barrel kind of setup, but we're going to start off indirect on this side because I want to get some smoke on those ribs first, and then we'll move them over and we will have a direct setup, open pit style, PBC style, all in the heavy metal kettle. You guys seen me do this before. This ain't nothing new. Using the Cajun Bandit stacker units. Now I'll be using the lid where I modified it and put that stack on there. Now I warned you guys, don't be destroying your equipment. I mean, I'm doing this. Don't do it. I just want to say that I have to use the Stoker unit when I'm using this small stack to push that air through. There's not enough airflow through that bottom vent to push that air through there, through that small stack. So don't anybody go out there and start doing this stuff. Alright, so that's the setup. Now down in here I got a couple pieces of mesquite wood. Just some small chips. Alright, so I got 8 briquettes lit. They're getting hot. And so I'd just like to explain that stacker conversion kit, that's an additional 10 inches high. And it's going to be about 3 inches down to the hot charcoal. So basically you're going to have a foot in between your hot charcoal and your grill grate level. That's plenty of room. Plenty of room for a direct cook. But like I said, I'm going to start it off at 225. That's what we're going to go with. Get some smoke on it at a low temp at 225. Then I'll turn the stoker up to 275. Then I will move the beef ribs over top of the hot coals for that open pit style. That's where the magic happens, where you get the juices dripping down, vaporizing, and coming back up onto the meat. We'll start off with the stack over on this side. Then when I move the beef ribs over top of the hot coals, I'll spin it and the stack will be on this side to where the heat is going to come up and out on this side. So you guys know the theory about that, lowering that stack. That gets all the smoke and heat down to grate level. Alright, I want to start with briquettes over on this side here. Alright, get out of there, you. Alright, so then it'll burn this way and then it'll burn over. Alright, so now all I'm going to do is hit it with a little bit of sea salt and a little bit of coarse cracked black pepper. That's it. Get them on there. Alright, so this stuff makes a pretty good binder also. So alright, we got them all seasoned up with this black pepper. Look, that's sticking on there really nice. Alright, get them on that pit. Alright, the temp come up to 185. I'm not waiting for it to come all the way up to 225. These ribs will take on more smoke at a lower temp. And I don't want to overshoot my 225. So get them on there early. Let that thing come up the temp. Okay, we're at the hour-and-a-half mark. Let me just show you. We're setting 225 solid. Solid. Let's take a look real quick. Oh yeah, that's what they're looking like. That's what the charcoal's looking like. Oh yeah. Alright, normally I spritz with just water, but today I'll be basting with CHIAVETTA'S. Alright, quick baste of that CHIAVETTA'S. Alright, gotta hurry up, get the lid on. Alright, so also at the hour-and-a-half mark, I'm going to bump up the temp to 250. Alright, so now what I did, at the 2.5-hour mark, took the lid off and I basted it. Now the temperature was at 251. Now what I did is I pulled the fan out and the temperature was all the way down to 218. And as you can see, I don't have that in yet, but the temperature is going to slowly come back to where it was. If I left this fan plugged in, what it would do is the fan would be running to try to catch up. See, now we're back to 250. Now that we did that, then I could plug my fan back in. If I had it going, it would have been running and the temperatures would be skyrocketing right now. See, they're going up now anyway with just that lid being off with all that oxygen. Alright, get back in. See, look at that. Keep your lid on, people. Keep your lid on. 3 hours. Check them out. That's what that's looking like. Alright, we're at the 4-hour mark. We're going to put them over on this side now. We're going to baste them, slide them on over. Alright, so check that out. Now we're going true PBC style. Direct. Put my lid on with the stack on this side. Turn the stoker up. Gonna go to 275. Alright, look at that smoke coming out of there. That ain't smoke, you know what that is? That's the vaporizing of those juices dripping down on those hot coals. That's right, that's what that is. That's where the magic is. PBC style. See that? 274. That's how you do it. Alright, look at that. 5-hour mark. Set it at 275, it's a 274. That's how you rock it. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, they're starting to probe nice. Look at that. Oh yeah. These are just about done. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap them. Look at that. Wrap them and let them rest. Alright, I added a little bit more of the CHIAVETTA'S in here and we're going to wrap it up. Get it back on the pit. It's getting dark out, so I'm not going to be showing you any more of that outside. So probably be about another hour and a half, and these are going to be perfect. Okay, we're at the 6.5 hour mark. Got it off that pit. Time to let it rest. It is what it is. It's done. I ain't worried, it's done. Alright, so after resting 45 minutes, let's unwrap this here. See what we got. I know it's going to be good. I mean, it is what it is. And it's good. I don't even have to tell you. Look at that. Let's put some of that juice on there. Look at that. Man, it smells terrific. That bone right there fell right out. Get rid of that. Man, look at that meaty piece of short rib. That's just ridiculous. Man, oh man. Well, you guys know what's going to happen right now. The knife. Alright, let's wait a second. Wait a second here. Let that smoke ring form. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Nice little smoke ring. Look at that. Look at that. I can't squeeze my meat. Not necessary. But you guys know that's juicy. Oh, I might squeeze it. Look at that. Oh, man. I knew it was going to be good. Look at that. You don't need that. That is awesome. Alright, let's get a little taste of that. I mean, can you see that? Sweetie, look at that. Look at that. Look at that bark on there. Nice peppery bark. You get a taste. Man, oh man. That is so good. Can you guys see that? What do you think of that? Look at that deep smoke ring. That's really good. I'll tell you what, that CHIAVETTA'S, that may be the new go-to for a marinade, for a binder. Man, I don't know. It's just so good. Look at that. Trying not to squeeze my meat, but look at that. That's just... I mean, I want to, but I can't. I just can't squeeze my meat. Look at that. You can see how juicy that is. Oh man, is that good.
I got no kind of comment on that.
Look at that bark. Yeah, get another piece. Alright people, we got one more surprise for you. And hold on a second. Alright, so what we have here is Phil and Florence wife, Janet, makes sides. And this was her potato zucchini casserole. I'll leave a link below. You guys got to go check out the recipe. But can you see that? That looks terrific. It's going to be so good. Don't you think, sweetie?
Can't wait.
Yeah, that is amazing. I want to thank Janet and Phil for this, and we're really going to enjoy it. And let me just show you. Look how tender. Look at that. That's just so tender. So you guys go check out Janet and her sides. And can you believe how juicy those short ribs are?
Okay, listen, no squeezing the meat and no poking the vegetables.
Okay, it's dinner time.
Okay, here we go. Dadgum ass good.
Good stuff, huh, sweetie?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Janet.
Good? Yeah, thank you, Phil. Thank you, Janet. Well, alright, folks. It's the next day. Just like to show how much charcoal's left. As you can see, there's a good bit. So even with this stack unit on here, conversion setup, it still runs very efficiently using the Stoker fan and that little smokestack. That's all, folks.